Welcome to episode number 51 of this MLB The Show 20 Postseason series. And today, I'm going to be playing the ALDS. Remember, the ALDS is only one game. Usually it's best of five in real life, but in this game, I set the Division Series to one single game. As out of the 4 Division Series, 2 have been played, the Yankees and Astros, and the Braves and Cubs. As you can see, the Yankees and the Braves both won. So both the Yankees and the Braves won. So both road teams won. The Yankees won in Houston, and the Braves won in Chicago. And then also, if you backtrack before that, the Rockies beat the Cardinals in St. Louis in the NL wildcard game, and then the Yankees beat the Astros in Houston, and the Braves beat the Cubs in Chicago. So there's been 4 games played here in the playoffs. Up to the AL wildcard game was last episode. And then since then, the NL wildcard game has been played, along with 1 ALDS and 1 NLDS. And those last 3 games, so the last 3 games were off camera. And all 3 games went to extra innings, and all 3 games the road team won in extra innings. And all 4 games have gone to extra innings. The Royals won the AL wildcard game in 10 innings, 4-3. They won it in walk-off fashion, and then, like I said, the Rockies, Yankees, and Braves all won their respective games in extra innings on the road. And then this game, obviously, is the winner, the Royals, who won the AL wildcard game, against the Twins, who are the 1 seed in the American League, and then the Rockies, who won the NL wildcard game, are playing the Dodgers, who were the number 1 seed in the National League. And then you can see that the winner of this game we're about to play will play the Yankees. If it's the Twins and Yankees, the game's in Minnesota. If it's the Royals and Yankees, the game's in New York. And then the Braves, they'll play the winner of the Rockies and Dodgers. If it's Braves-Dodgers, it's in LA. If it's Braves-Rockies, it's in Atlanta. And then, and obviously, those are the ALCS and NLCS are both 1 game. And then the World Series is a best-of-3 series. So the next episode of this series will either be the ALCS or the NLCS. If it's the Twins and Yankees, then it will be the ALCS. If it's the Royals and Yankees, so if the Twins are in the ALCS, I'll film the ALCS. If the Twins aren't in the ALCS, then it's a 50-50 chance of whether or not I film the ALCS or the NLCS. But I'll film either one or the other, the ALCS or the NLCS, and then I'll film the entirety of the best-of-3 World Series. With that aside, obviously 4-3 was the final in the AL wildcard game in 10 innings. Rockies won the NL wildcard game 5-4 in 11 innings in St. Louis. And then the Yankees beat the Astros 15-7 in 13 innings. The Yankees scored 9 runs in the 13th inning. And then the Astros scored 1, but obviously that's way too little, way too late. So the Yankees won 15-7 in 13 innings. And then the Braves... This game was the game of the year. The Cubs were down 2-0. They tied it in the 8th at 2. And then it was 2-2. Both teams scored 1 in the 13th. Both teams scored 1 in the 15th. So at that point, then it was 4-4. And then Ozzie Albies hit a solo home run in the top of the 16th inning. It made it 5-4 Braves. And then the Cubs had the tying run at second base and 2 outs in the bottom of the 16th. But then it was Ian Happ. He grounded one to Ozzie Albies, who knocked it down, kept it in front of him, knocked it down, recovered nicely and quickly, threw out Happ at first base to secure the victory. This was the game of the year. I mean, the Braves had 3 leads in extra innings and finally closed the door the 3rd time, as they had a chance to close it in the 13th and the 15th and the 16th. They closed the door in the 16th. They couldn't close the door in the 13th or the 15th. But they did close the door in the 16th, as Darren O'Day ended up getting the save. Mark Melanson, their closer, blew the save in the 13th. Then A.J. Minter blew the save in the 15th, but then Darren O'Day did not blow the save in the 16th and actually got the save in the 16th. A.J. Minter, who blew the save in the 15th, ended up getting the win. Jeremy Jeffers got the loss, and then Darren O'Day got the save. And then up to now we're here. This game is on October 1st, 2020. Remember, this is MLB The Show 20, so it's 2020 in this game. So this game is on October 1st, 2020. And all the Rockies and Dodgers game is also on the same day. But yeah, and then the ALCS is on October 3rd, and the NLCS is on October 4th. and then I'm guessing October 6th is when the World Series will start. Yeah, and obviously for that it's a best of 3, which will be a 1-1-1 format. So whoever has home field advantage will be home for games 1 and 3, while the other team will be home for game 2. So yeah, this game's at 8:05 Eastern, so 7:05 Central. Obviously Minnesota is in Central Time, so the game's at 7:05 local time. But yeah, it's Danny Duffy versus Jose Barrios. So let's get into it. Play full game. The Twins went 101 and 61 in 2019, won the AL Central, but then got swept by the Yankees in the 2019 ALDS, and then the Royals went 59 and 103 and were in 4th place in the AL Central. So that means someone went worse than 59 and 103 in the Central. I'm guessing that team that went worse was 59 and 103. I'm pretty sure the Tigers were worse. Pretty sure, because I know that at that point the Indians, they finished with like 90 wins or something. The White Sox finished around 500, so that means the Tigers finished worse than 59 and 103 in 2019. But the Royals in real life here in 2024, then are in 2nd place in the AL Central, and I think they're in a wild card spot right now. I think, not sure. And then the Twins, I think they're in a wild card spot as well, at least right now. But yeah, home uniforms for us, road uniforms for the Royals. Target Field, I've been here 5 or 6 times maybe. The last time I was at Target Field was for a Twins game, obviously, in 2022, and it was against the Royals. It was a regular season game, it wasn't a playoff game. But the last game I went to at Target Field was against the Royals in 2022. It holds 38,885, and it opened in 2010. Quote counts on, cloud cover, clear skies, broadcast theme style, the show theme, presentation mode, broadcast. And obviously Brad Keller, the Orioles ace, obviously pitched in the AL wildcard game, so can't be pitching again here. I might pitch Kenta Maeda. Whoa. You just see the 91 overall, Barrios is in 83. Yeah, I'm going to do that because Maeda is not a 91 overall, Barrios is only an 83. So I'm going to pitch Danny Duffy for the Royals, a lefty, versus Kenta Maeda for the Twins, a righty. So change of plans there. And then lineups, well, the hero, by the way, was Frankie Cordero. He hit the walk-off single in the bottom of the 10th in the AL wildcard game. He pinch ran for Alex Gordon in the 9th. He scored the tying run in the 9th, Cordero did, and then he got up in the 10th. So he scored the tying run in the 9th, and then he drove in the winning run in the 10th. He won't start in this game, though. So, yeah. The lineups are all good. So, yeah, let's get into it. And here's the playoff bracket, obviously, as you've already seen. Winner will play the Yankees in the ALCS, and the loser will see their season come to an end. And then the winner of the Rockies and Dodgers game will play the Braves in the NLCS. So there's 6 teams left. There'll be 5 after this game.
MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome.
probably the thumbnail right there. Here we go, postseason 2020, technically. 2020 ALDS, winner moves on, loser goes home. Kenta Maeda, 26 starts in 2019, 10-8 record, 4.04 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, 51 watts, 169 strikeouts. Here's Whit Merrifield, who I believe drove in 2 runs in the AL wildcard game against the A's in Kansas City. As we're on your way here at Target Field, ground ball and past the diving Polanco. As we're on your way here at Target Field for the 2020 ALDS, Merrifield leads it off with a single. And now here's Alberto Mondesi. Ground ball, this to be 2. Donaldson, Arise, Sano, got them both. 2 down. 5-4-3 double play. And here's the starting lineup for the Royals. It's Merrifield, Mondesi, Perez, who's now up, Soler, Franco, Dozier, Gordon, Olivers, and Lopez. And Soler's the DH. Now it's Perez, the catcher. But yeah, that was Donaldson, Arise, who's still on this team, and Donaldson, and Sano. All 3 guys are no longer on the team. And now it's a fly ball. It's hit well. It's not gone, but it's not caught. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard as Buxton played the bounce perfectly off the out-of-town scoreboard. A double for Perez. Wasn't gone, but it wasn't caught. Off the out-of-town scoreboard, Buxton played the bounce perfectly. And because Perez only has 18 speed, it's only a double. That might have been a triple if there was a faster guy. Here's Soler. Ground ball, Arise. And the Royals get 2 hits, and they leave a runner, but no runs. Twins come in the bat, no score here in the ALDS. And now here's what Danny Duffy, 23 starts in 2019, 7-6 record, 4.34 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 46 watts, 115 strikeouts. Here's Kepler to lead it off for Minnesota. 1-2. Ground ball right into the shift. Behind second is Mondesi. Throws it to O'Hearn, right? 1 down. And here's the Minnesota Twins starting lineup for the ALDS. It's Kepler, Arise, who's now up, Donaldson, Cruz, the DH, Rosario, Buxton, Darver, and Polanco to close it out. Obviously, most of these guys like Cruz, Sano, Donaldson, Arise, Rosario are no longer on the team, but this is 2020. Here is Arise, who has obviously in real life won the 2022 AL batting title and then the 2023 NL batting title. With the Twins, and that's a ground ball up the middle, base hit as he won the batting title with the Twins, and then the Marlins. He won it with the Twins, and then they traded him to the Marlins. Then he won it with the Marlins, then they traded him to the Padres. So yeah, Twins. He won the batting title with the Twins, then they traded him to the Marlins. Then he won it with the Marlins, and then the Marlins traded him to the Padres. So, yeah, I don't get why he won back-to-back batting titles, and once he won that batting title, the team he was on traded him. Twins to the Marlins, and then the Marlins to the Padres. Here's JD. Josh Donaldson. 2-1. Ground ball, this could be 2. Second one, barehanded by Mondesi, and then picked by O'Hearn. We head to the second, no score. Here we go, both teams had a double play in the first inning. Here's Miguel Franco, and at 500. Ground ball to Arise, charges, sets, Sano, throws to Sano, 1 down. And here's the Twins defense. Rosario, Buxton, and Kepler in the outfield, and Sano, Arise, Polanco, and Donaldson in the infield, and then Darver behind the plate. Yeah, all 4 guys in the infield, Sano, Arise, Polanco, and Donaldson, all 4 of them are no longer on the team. But it's the 2020 rosters, and then Rosario's no longer on the team. Buxton is, Kepler is, Darver is not. So out of the 9 people in the 9 people in the field, including Maeda's, I don't know if Maeda's still on the team, but over 3/4 of the team that are out there right now are no longer on the team. The whole infield isn't. The catcher isn't. Rosario's not. Kepler and Buxton are still on the team. And then Maeda, I'm not sure if Maeda's still on the team, but out of the 9 guys, 6 or 7 of them are no longer on the team. 1-2 to Dozier. Ground ball to Arise. 2 down. Yeah, like I said, 6 or 7 guys, out of the 6 or 7 guys in the field. Here's the postseason bracket. As you can see, the Yankees and Braves have punched their ticket to the championship series in their respective leads, and the winner of this game will play the Yankees in the ALCS. If it's Royals Yankees, it's in New York. If it's Twins Yankees, it will be right here at Target Field. Here's Gordon, who's retired in real life, but here he's still playing. Ground ball, base hit for Gordon. 2-out hit for Kansas City. 3-1 hitters count now to Oliver's. And that is on the outside corner, 3-2. And Dave Lawrence is the home plate umpire. So it looks like Dave Lawrence, the home plate umpire, likes to give an inch or 2 off the outside corner. But that previous pitch was a strike. It did hit the corner. Runner in motion, full count, 2 outs. Ground ball, runner was in motion, and he will stop at second because he only has 23 speed. 2 on, 2 out now for the number 9 batter. As there's a full count, 2 outs. Now it's Nicky Lopez, 2 on, 2 out for Kansas City. Ground ball. Polanco flips it to Arise, got him. 2 hits and 2 left for the Royals. Middle of 2, no score here at Target Field. They've showed that. It's a beautiful day for baseball. This is Twins territory. They've shown that after every half inning so far. After each half inning. Here's Cruz, who's no longer on the team. So out of the 10 guys, the 9 guys in the lineup, and the pitcher, there is 7 or 8 guys that are no longer on the team. Here's Cruz, who's no longer on the team either. And that's a fly ball. Cruz murdered it. That ball is gone into the bullpen. Twins strike first. As Cruz was sitting on the pitch and completely nailed it. As he hit the back wall of the bullpen. As that ball hit the back wall of the bullpen. And the Twins strike first here in the ALDS. Let's go Twinties. 1-0 Twins. 441 feet. 107 miles per hour off the bat. As it hit the back wall of the bullpen. 441 feet, 1-0 Minnesota. As Cruz was just sitting on that fastball and absolutely murdered it into the bullpen. And everyone knew it. As it hit the Boys and Girls Club of America sign on the back wall of the bullpen. As Duffy knew it right away. And just threw his hands up like, what am I doing? Perfect. 4-seam fastball at 91 miles per hour, and it was just tattooed. That one's tattooed, perfect, but this one stays in the ballpark, and it's a ground out, 1 down. But man, that was perfect again. And here's the Royals defense. Alex Gordon, who won a Gold Glove in 2019, and then Olivers and Merrifield in the outfield, Dozier, Lopez, Mondesi, and Franco in the infield, and Perez behind the plate. As O'Hearn is not the first baseman. The first baseman is not O'Hearn. It's Hunter Dozier. I don't know why I said O'Hearn. O'Hearn's not even on this team, at least not on this roster. So Dozier's at first base, not O'Hearn. 2-2 now to Sano. That's a ground ball and punched by the second baseman. Shift was on against the shift for Sano. 1 on, 1 out now for the Twins. Now here's Byron Buxton. Ground ball snapped by the pitcher. Got him at second. And he got him at first. No, he didn't get him at first. As dropping the ball was Dozier. So it's a fielder's choice, and it's a fielder's choice and an E3, as that should have been a double play. Even with the 97 speed from Buxton, they had him if he caught the ball. Instead, it's 2 outs instead of 3. Now it's Now it's Garver. And now Buxton's going. Thrown to second by Perez is not in time as Buxton steals second base, and the pitch was a ball, so it's a 2-1 count. So Buxton not on via the error and fielder's. Oh, and then it was a fielder's choice and an error. Or either way, he's at second base. 2-1 count as that was just low. Popped up behind first base, going over there is Lopez. He's got it. As the error doesn't come back to haunt the Royals, but the Twins do get a run on the Nelson Caruso low shot. We headed to third, 1-0 Twins. Here we go, top three. Here's Merrifield, top of the order, 1-2-3. He's 1 for 1 against Maeda. Ground ball past Sano. Punched it between Sano and Arise. Leadoff Stindl for Kansas City. Their 5th hit already. It's already the 5th hit. And now the runner's going, but it was a hit and run, but foul back by Mondesi. Runner stays put. Ground ball just foul. Ground ball, and it's punched by Polanco. So first one was between Sano and Arise. This one's between Polanco and Donaldson. 2 on, nobody out for the Royals. And now it's Perez. And Perez is squaring. And it's right back to Maeda, who will throw it to Sano, but good job by Perez. Move the runners up. Sacrifice 1-3 should be the official score. It is. Second and third and 1 out for Soler. Full count to Soler. But first base is open. And it's a little tapper. Runner will stay put at second and third. It's a 1-3 ground out, 2 down. As obviously if the runners went, the runner at third tried to score, he would have been out by 20 feet. Second and third, 2 outs now for Franco. Little tapper again to Maeda. Maeda overran it. Throws it to first, still got him as Franco is not that fast. Any faster runner, he would have been safe. Royals strand a pair, middle of 3, 1-0 Twins. Here we go. Here's Polanco, then the top of the order. Ground ball past Dozier. And Polanco gets on. Now here comes the top of the order in Max Kepler. Here's Kepler. Fly ball left center. Over is the center fielder. 1 down. Now here's a rise. That was Oliver's in center. Now a fly ball coming in as a left fielder. Gordon, 2 down. Now there's JD. That's a foul ball. 1-2. Line drive, but caught by the second baseman. And the 3, 1-0 Twins in the ALDS. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Royals, top 4. I mean, they've had their chances. Ground ball, and that's their 7th hit in 3+ innings. Here's Alex Gordon, 2-1. Ground ball, this should be 2. Arise, Polanco, Sano, double play. 4-6-3, 2 down. And now there's Oliver's number 8 batter, Stindl in the second, full count. And that's a ground ball base hit. And that's the 8th hit of the game for Kansas City. And now the runner's going, hit and run, but right to Donaldson. And the inning is over. Middle of 4, 1-0 Twins.
One left for Kansas City. It remains one.
And we know there's Cruz who's murdered that four-seam fastball last time. And he murdered this one, or hit this one, a four-seam fastball. The last one was on the low and in. This one, the low and away, but it's a base hit against the shift for Cruz. They have 4 hits. He has 2 of them. The Twins have 4 hits. Cruz has 2. Fly ball! The last flip ended right when I hit the ball. It was a fly ball. Perfect for Rosario, but caught by the center fielder. 1-on-1 out for Sano. Ground ball is to be 2, 4, 6, 3, double play. And the 4, it still remains 1-0 Twins. Been a lot of double plays in this game. Top 5 already. It's 1-0 Twins. Merrifield 2 for 2. Foul ball. And make that 3 for 3. 3 for 3 with 3 singles for Merrifield. He's 3 for 3 in 5 innings. Now Mondesi. And now here's a throw by Garver to second, and he's safe. As Merrifield steals second base. It was a ball. It was a ball, I think. Was it a ball? I don't know. I want to see the replays. Because it's 2-1 count now. I'm not. Okay, yes, it was a ball. So it was a 1-1 count. Now it's 2-1. It was a 1-1 count. Now it's a 2-1 count. Timer at second base. Nobody out. Ground ball left side. Runner can't advance. He's got to hurry. Polanco's got to hurry. He's safe. As he has 94 speed, and that's an infield single. And now it's Perez 1 for 1 with a double and a sacked bunt. Full count. Ground ball is to be 2. Got him at second, and got him at first. Runner at third and 2 outs. As Perez maybe should have sacrificed there. There was 2 strikes. And now there's Soler. Timer 90 feet away, but there is 2 outs. Ground ball, Sano. Fields it, throws it to Maeda, and the Royals again squander a good opportunity. Halfway home in the ALDS. 1-0 Twins. Here we go, bottom 5, officially in the second half of the game. The Royals have had their chances. Here's Buxton. Ground ball, and Buxton, who's now 1 for 2, with a single, or a reach on an error, and now a single. He can possibly steal second base again. Now here is Garver. And he's going again. Perez this time is safe. As he might have had him this time if the throw was on line, or if the throw was like right there, but it was on the third base side of second base. And Buxton's 2 for 2 on stolen bases. 3-1 hitters count, that's outside. 2 on, nobody out. For Polanco, 1 for 1 with a single. Top of the order to follow. Polanco, 1-1 count, will bunt it. It's popped up. And got him at second, but safe at first. So he popped up the bunt. Ends up being a fielder's choice. First and third, 1 out for Kepler. So at least the lead runner got the third, but first and third, 1 out for Kep. Ground ball is to be 2. Got him at second, and he dropped it! As they're saying it was in the transfer, but the run will score. As they would have had Kepler more than likely at first base for an in-and-in double play instead. It is a fielder's choice as he lost it in the transfer. So the runner is out at second, but safe at first. But Kepler's safe at first with the runner being out at second. Fielder's choice and an RBI. 2-0 Twins. That's a huge run. Ground ball. Force out at second. We head to the 6th. 2-0 Twins after the fielder's choice by Kepler. Yeah, I mean that probably would have been a double play, but he lost it in the transfer. So they still got one out, but because they didn't get the double play, the run did score. Ground ball right to Maeda. He speared it. One down. They've had their chances, the Royals have. They're out hitting the Twins 10-6, but they're down 2-0 on the scoreboard. But they were down 3-0 in the AL wildcard game, and came back to win 4-3 and 10. Here's Dozier. Hit hard, but right to Arise. Perfect, 2 down. Gordon. 75th pitch coming from Maeda through 5 2/3. Ground ball. Fielded by Arise. Sets his feet. Throws. Gone in by half a step. Middle of 6. 2-0 Twins. Here we go. Here's JD. I mean, Duffy's not pitching bad, but he just hasn't got any run support. Ground ball. 1 down. For the Royals, I mean, they were down 3-0 in their last game and came back to win. Here's Cruz 2 for 2 with a homer and a single. Ground ball against the shift, and he's 3 for 3. Three for 3 with a homer and 2 singles, and now here's Eddie. Line drive, base hit. First and second, nobody out for Minnesota. My guy won't throw it. There we go. First and second, 1 out. Not 2 out. Or first and second, 1 out. There's 1 out. Here's Sano. Twins in it for more. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Ground ball. 6, 4, 3. Double play. Good pitch by Dozier. We headed the 7th. Royals need some offense. 2-0 Twins. We're back here in Minnesota. Here's How Do You Want Me? Thank you, honey, for that report. Obviously, yeah, they have 10 hits, no strikeouts for the Royals, but they're down 2-0, and if they lose this game, their season's over. Ground ball, 7th inning, top 7, officially in the back third. His opposite is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back third of the game. Here's Lopez, top of the order to follow, and Merrifield, remember, is 3 for 3. 80th pitch coming from Maeda. Popped up. Long run for Buxton, but he's fast, and he's there and is able to set his feet and stop. 2 down. And Buxton has 2 stolen bases and 97 speed. And now Merrifield 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Ground ball, and they'll be able to dig him out for the first time. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. 2-0 Minnesota. Here we go. I mean, here's Buxton. 1 for 2 with a reach on an error, a single, and 2 stolen bases. Ground ball. Gotta hurry because he has 97 speed, and he didn't beat it out. But you might see a challenge, as Baldelli will say, hold on, because he looked safe, or it was really close at live time. He did look safe, but 97 speed made it really close. And I'm going to challenge it, but it's very close. Remember, a tie goes to the runner. As Baldelli will say challenge. We'll see if it's reversed or upheld. As Odoto Manhattan. That's really close. We'll see. Here's the call. And the runner is safe. So good challenge by Baldelli and the Twins. And now Buxton's at first base. And full count, nobody out. And there he goes. And it's a hit and run, but fly ball. Buxton retreats. Coming in as a center fielder. 1 down. And they tried to hit and run, but that didn't work. No action in either bullpen. Ground ball, this should be 2. And the second for 1, back the first double play. 3-6-1 double play as Duffy was covering first base. We headed the 8th. Royals need, we headed the 8th. 2-0 Twins. Royals need something right now. Have 6 more to work with. I mean, Maeda is cruising. I mean, they've had their chances, but ground ball right to Polanco, who punches it as he tried to like backhand it, and it's going to be an E6 on Polanco, not a rise. But now here's Perez, as that could give the Royals life. And they're starting to warm up Trevor May and their closer Taylor Rogers, a righty and a lefty in the Twins bullpen, and then they're starting to warm up Greg Holland, a righty in the Royals bullpen. But man, that could change things. Runner goes, and a little tapper. No chance for a double play. Runner at second, 1 out. So runner was in motion. It was a hit and run, but unfortunately that's not what Perez wanted. Now here's Soler. Energy of Maeda's in the yellow, but they're going to keep him in. Ground ball up the middle. A rise. Threads it down. Throws it to first, safe. And Soler beat it out. First and third, 1 out for Kansas City. And Cordero will pinch run for Soler, who's a tying run at first base. And now they're going to bring in Trevor May, as Maeda's in line, right now in line for the win, but he is responsible for the runners on base. First and third, 1 out, 2-0 Twins. Here's Trevor May. Ground ball, past Sano, and the Royals are on the board. As that run will be charged to Maeda. 2-1. First and second, 1 out for Dozier. RBI single for Franco, with the runner at third coming around, which was Mondesi. Here's Dozier. Ground ball. And they're going to go to second. What a play by Arise! As a glove flip to Polanco for 1, but not 2, as Dozier beat out the relay. But what a glove flip by Arise. That was a gamble to go to second base there, but the gamble paid off. Glove flip to Polanco, but then the throw to Sano was too late. First and third, 2 outs. Tying run 90 feet away for Alex Gordon. Here's the veteran. Tying run 90 feet away. And it's a little number. As this game is tied. As Alex Gordon came through. That last flip ended right when I pitched the ball. But here's the replay. As it was a little jam shot. Down the line. Falling fast. No chance for Rosario to catch it. It was fair. First and second, nobody. Or first and second, 2 outs. And this game is tied. As the Royals have come back to tie this game. And a swing and a miss. Now they have a chance to take the lead. And a swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Throw to first by Garver is in time. But the Royals get 2 runs. Middle of 8. It's now a 2-2 game. So the Royals got 2 runs to tie the game. So Kenta Maeda, both runs were charged to Maeda. He'll get the no decision, and then Duffy's still in this game. Ground ball, Mondesi to the right of second, 1 down. So yeah, Duffy's still in the game. Maeda will have gave up those 2 runs. Yeah, here's a starting comparison. Duffy's still in the game. Maeda, it says he's giving up no runs, but those 2 runs scored after he was out of the game, but he left with those runners on base. So Maeda will get the no decision, and then Duffy's still in this game, so we'll see about that. Ground ball up the middle, base hit for Arise. I believe that was Arise. Go ahead and run it first. And Jake Cave will pinch run for a rise at first base. So he has a little more speed than a rise. 2-1 count now to JD. And Cave's running. Ground ball knocked down by the third baseman. And he throws out Josh Donaldson, but dead in the second is Jake Cave. What a play. Now here's Cruz, and you might see an intentional walk because he's 3 for 3 in the game with first base open, and that's exactly what you're going to see. Be first and second, 2 outs now. Energy if Duffy's in the yellow. You might see him come out. It's Rosario, and they're done to Bryn and Greg Holland. Runners on base are responsible of Duffy. 2 on, 2 out for Eddie. And a line drive into the gap. This will score at least 1. Cruz might score 2 maybe. As they're going to stop Cruz at third, but Rosario comes through. 3-2 Twins. As the Twins are back in front. Rosario, RBI double. Cruz stops at third. 3-2 Minnesota. As that run is charged to Duffy. So now he's in line for the loss. Sano's up. Butson's on deck. First base is open, but they're going to try to pitch to Sano. Foul ball 1-2 as he fouled the curveball. Ground ball, and it's flying down by the second baseman. Jeter's jump throw got him, and that saved the run. But Eddie Rosario, not Miguel Sano, had that RBI double, and the Twins are 3 outs away from the ALCS. We head in the 9th, 3-2 Twins. Here we go, Royals, 3 more outs, or the Twins 3 more outs for the win. Royals need a run. Jake Cave will not come in at second base because he is not a second baseman. Yeah, he's an outfielder only. So the guy who would come in at second base is Marwin Gonzalez, because you have Ari Adrianza. He can play first, second, third, left, and right, and short. And then Gonzalez can play the same thing. So Gonzalez and Adrianza both can play first, second, third, short, left, and right. And then Astudillo can play catcher, first, second, third, left, and right. But Adrianza and Astudillo are both a 70 overall. Gonzalez is a 75 overall. So Gonzalez will come in for Jake Cave at second base. So Marwin Gonzalez will come in defensively for Jake Cave because Jake Cave cannot play second base. And now here comes Taylor Rogers. Center, slider, curveball. 3 outs for the win. And line drive, base hit, and the tying run's on board. As the tying run's at first base, nobody out for Kansas City. Now Merrifield, who's 3 for 4 with 3 singles. And he's in a square. And it's fair. This is going to be a tough play. Throw to first. Got him by half a step. Good cover by Rogers. Sacrifice 3-1 in the butts. Tyler at second base, 1 out for Mondesi. Popped up. Sano under it. And the Twins are an out away from moving on, but the tying run is at second base, 2 outs. And it's going to be up to Salvador Perez. 1 for 3 with a double back in the first. Season hands in the bounce, but it hits the outfield, should tie the game. And a ground ball foul, 1-2. Royals down to the last strike, but a hit to the outfield should tie the game. And ground ball base hit, but they're going to stop the runner at third base. As the throw's up the line, but it was hit right to Kepler. It was right to Kepler. First and third, 2 outs for Cordero. But my goodness, as it was hit right at it was hit so hard right at Kepler, they stopped the runner. And they're going to bring in Bubba Starlin for Cordero. And the reason they did that is because they have a lefty coming. They wanted a righty against Rogers. So here's Starlin, game on the line, season on the line. And foul ball again 2-strike count, but hits the outfield this time, would definitely tie the game. 2-2 count. And a line drive foul. And another foul ball. And a ground ball through! And this game is tied! Starlin comes through! Off the bench! He had 2 strikes on him, fouled back about 3 pitches with 2 strikes, and then he comes through. And out by Sano. Pinch hit, RBI single that ties the game, and now it's Franco as this game is tied. And a snap bat to Sano, and the Royals do get one to extend the game. Middle of 9, it's now a 3-3 game. That's 2 different times the Twins were 1 strike away, but couldn't get that last strike. But now it's the bottom of the 9th. Buxton's leading off. And Buxton with a drive! And the Twins move on! On the first pitch that we saw, Buxton ends it! On the first pitch that we saw, because it was a 2-2 count because of the quick counts, but on the first pitch that we saw, Buxton ends it. No doubter, the left fielder didn't even move. As it goes halfway up the first row, or as it goes halfway up the left field seats, the Twins are moving on to play the Yankees. As Buxton and his teammates are ecstatic, Twins are moving on to play the Yanks. It will be the Twins and Yankees in the ALCS. On the first pitch that we saw by Holland, the Buxton was sitting on the 2-seamer, low and in, but in the zone. And Buxton, no doubt, the left fielder didn't even move. He didn't even turn around or move. And Buxton deposits the baseball halfway up the left field seats. Twins win it 4-3 in walk-off fashion. So it'll be the Twins and Yankees right here at Target Field in the ALCS in a couple of days in this game. Byron Buxton, the hero, is of course the player of the game with Arise, Cave, and Adrianza jumping around him as Buxton wins it. I mean, the Twins just had a 2-0 lead, blew it in the 8th, then had a 3-2 lead, blew it in the 9th, but Buxton in the bottom half of the 9th said, I'm just going to end it right here, and that's what he did. As Buxton knew it, everyone knew it. Twins and Yankees in the ALCS. He was 3 for 4 with a homer, one homer, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, and 2 stolen bases as well. What a game. Twins win it 4-3 over the Royals in walk-off fashion. And the Twins are moving on to the ALCS. 4-3 the final here at Target Field. What a game. Taylor Rogers, who blew the save, ends up getting the win though. And then Greg Holland got the loss. Buxton 3 for 4 with a homer, 2 singles, an RBI, 2 runs scored, and those 2 stolen bases. Cruz 3 for 3 with a homer, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored, and an intentional walk. Rosario 2 for 4 with a double, single, and an RBI. Arise 2 for 4 with 2 singles, and then Merrifield 3 for 4 with 3 singles. Perez 2 for 4 with a double and a single. Mondesi 2 for 5 with 2 singles and a run. Gordon 2 for 4 with an RBI, and then obviously that Starlin, who came off the bench, ends up getting had the game tied in the 9th. As the Twins scored 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 5th. The Royals scored 2 in the 8th. The Twins scored 1 in the 8th, and then both teams scored 1 in the 9th. The Royals tied it in the top of the 9th, and then the Twins won it in the bottom half of the 9th. As the Royals tied it in the top of the 9th, and the Twins won it in the bottom of the 9th. And the Twins won it in the bottom of the 9th. After the Royals tied it in the top of the 9th. 3 runs on 16 hits, 1 error for the Royals. 4 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for the Twins. So yeah, it's a great game. This is a good game. Really good game. Buxton obviously is the player of the game for that walk-off home run. As he had 3 hits, a homer, 2 singles, obviously the RBI, on the home run, scored 2 runs, and also had 2 stolen bases, and had 2 stolen bases as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next episode of this series will be the ALCS between the Yankees and the Twins right here at Target Field, because the Twins are the 1 seed while the Yankees are a division winner, but technically the Yankees are the 3 seed, Twins are the 1 seed. So the ALCS, which is just 1 game, will be right here at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. As I'm going to do the closeout in the next clip, because this clip is about to end in about 20 seconds. So yeah, closing in the next clip. So the last clip was going to end in about 20 seconds, so I ended that clip early. So yeah, final score is 4-3 Twins, and it will be the Twins and Yankees in the ALCS, and then obviously the winner of the Rockies and Dodgers game will play the Braves in the NLCS. And next episode of this series will be the ALCS between the Yankees and the Twins. And then after that, I'll film the entirety of the Best of 3 World Series, which will probably be after our road trip. We're going on a road trip starting on July 1st. So the ALCS will be before our road trip, but I'm probably going to save the World Series for after our road trip, because I don't want to be in the middle of I don't want to do like 1 game of the World Series and then do the next 2, or I don't want to do it the first game of the World Series and then go on a road trip and not play it for 3 weeks. So I'll do the ALCS and the NLCS. The ALCS will be on camera, the NLCS will be off camera, and then I'll do the Best of 3 World Series after our road trip. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You should have, as the Twins walk off the Royals 4-3. This episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 52 of this MLB The Show 20 Postseason series. See you in episode number 52. And you go on to bacon and go Twins. And I'll see you in my next video. See you then.